I'm going to talk some more about The Postman Always Rings Twice. I have been going through a little phase recently, the last few days, where I've been, just thinking about that a lot. It is a brilliant, it was a brilliant novella, and it turned into a brilliant movie, the one with John Garfield and Lana Turner. I might want to write about it. And I wanted to point out that The Postman Always Rings Twice was published in 1936, and it was extraordinarily daring for the time period, extraordinarily daring in writing about Cora Papadakis's masochism. Okay, and she is masochistic. The first time Frank Chambers takes her into his arms and they kiss, she cries out, "Bite me! Bite me!" And he bites her lower lip so violently that he can taste her blood, and the blood actually runs down her neck, from her chin to her neck, because he has bitten through her lower lip at her request. Okay, and after that, her lip swells up. She explains it to her husband that the screen door wasn't working right and slammed into her mouth and caused that. And a few days later, after it's no longer swollen, Frank Chambers puts his finger on the little blue mark that is still there on her mouth. Okay, and then in another part of the book, they've just murdered her husband, and they're trying to make it look like, they made it look like a car accident. And she shouts, when he's going to be tearing up her clothing, she shouts, "Rip me, rip me." And it's very clearly an echo of "bite me, bite me." So it was that is extraordinarily daring. This was published in the 1930s during the Great Depression. Okay, now in the movie version, they didn't have her say, Lana Turner as Cora Smith say, "Bite me, bite me." But there was an interesting thing about how her femininity was emphasized. And that is, when she first meets Frank Chambers, she drops a lipstick. Lipstick rolls on the floor over to Frank Chambers. And he picks it up. And she holds out her hand like he's supposed to, bring it to her. And instead of his bringing it to her, he leans against the side of the bar and kind of goes a little bit concave, but he holds it. And so she has to walk over and take it from him. Okay, then in the last scene when she dies, we see her hand go limp, and she again drops her lipstick. So both times in the movie emphasize her femininity. It could be emphasizing her special power as a woman, and it could be also emphasizing the restrictions still on her as a woman. In that movie, she is told by her husband that he's decided to sell the diner they run, the diner and gas station called Twin Oaks, and he's going to take the two of them to Canada, where he expects her to act as an unpaid nurse for his paralyzed sister. Now, he's done all this without even consulting her. Okay, but again, this is the 1930s. The husband is the head of the household, and he could make decisions like that and expect his wife to automatically go along with them, regardless of how she felt about it. Of course, this does not justify murdering the man. She did, in fact, have the option of divorce, although she would have been left with nothing. But, there was both a pro and a con side. And I think the movie kind of underlined that in a couple of places. She has the power to basically lead Frank Chambers to commit murder against his wishes through her feminine wiles. But she doesn't have the power, because she is a woman, to, have a, real say in what happens in her life. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed hearing that, and subscribe, tell other people about me. Thank you.